welcome to my kitchen. Tonight, chocolate pudding, or chocolate self-saucing dessert, or self-saucing pudding. You know what? Doesn't matter what you call it, it's always spelt the same, Y-U-M. So it's a very easy dessert to make, not too many ingredients and not too hard to make at all. So you need self-raising flour, sugar, salt, cocoa, vanilla and butter for the cake mix, and then for the sauce you'll need more sugar and more cocoa. So in here I've already put my flour, sugar, cocoa and a pinch of salt. So you need to make sure that there are no lumps in it. So I'm going to put it through a sift. Here I don't have a traditional sift, so I'm just going to use this. Alright, so put it in, using a spoon to just push it through to make sure that you get all the lumps out. Okay, oh. So you just put it in. As I said, flour, cocoa, sugar and salt. Alright, so we've got to the end. You can see that it's nice and fine in there, and the little bits at the end I'll just put into another container. So we won't use that leftover, those bits that didn't go through the sieve. So you can see how fine it is now. So the next thing that we're going to do is going to put in my milk and my vanilla essence. I haven't added the vanilla essence to it, it's just a couple of drops to half a cup of milk. So there we go, vanilla, putting it into here, making a well and stirring it in. So mixing this up, a nice butter. Once you've got most of the lumps out, I'm going to add in the melted butter. I just melt my butter in the microwave. If you want to do it in the more traditional way over a pan, you can do that. Stirring in your butter now, making sure it's not too hot. This is your cake mixture. Until it's all mixed in. There we go. So the mixture is now done. Now this recipe usually says to put it into a deep casserole dish, but because I'm going to be just doing single serves, I'm going to put them into small ramekins tonight. So I'll just use a spoon and I'll put portions in there, in each one, and then make the sauce and put that over individually. So here we go. First one. Now there is no need to oil your ramekins or your dish, because that sauce is going to take over. Not too much, because it is self-raising flour. You don't want this coming all up and over the top. Okay, so as you have a look, you just make sure that there's an even amount in each ramekin, and resist the urge to lick your fingers in between doing this. Wait until the end, Tiani. Alright. So the next part is to make the sauce. Now usually in a deep pan dish I would be putting this sauce directly on, but because it's individual I'm going to actually have to mix it up in here and then ladle it onto each one tonight. So 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar, must be brown or raw sugar. That just makes it the sauce a lot thicker. And 1/4 cup of cocoa. So I've already measured those out. I thought I was going to use this, but I don't think it's going to be big enough. So now I add 1 3/4 cups of hot water. I usually use boiling water. So here. Pour it in, and as you can see, it dissolves the mixture. Stir that around till it's all mixed in. It is very thin. That's exactly the way it's supposed to be. It's nothing but sugar, water and cocoa. Because there are still lumps in here, I'm actually going to use a whisk just to make sure I get rid of those lumpy bits. We don't want big dry lumps of cocoa in your pudding. There we go. It's actually very easy to mix through. All those lumps are gone. There we go. Now to ladle this on, I'm going to use a soup ladle, and I'm going to put it over each one in turn until they're full. So as you can see, these ramekins are on a tray. When this rises, if there's any spillage, it's not going to go all over your oven. It's going to stay on the tray. Okay, finishing up. This is an experiment for me, so we'll see how it goes tonight. I'm going to put these into the oven now. If it's in a casserole dish, it says 30 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check it around about 20 minutes, see how they're going, and then make a decision from there. "20 minutes is up, and so we're going to check at the moment and see where we're at. Yes, the sauce has gone everywhere, as I was expecting it might. So I'm going to take it out, and then I'm going to test the cake. Oh, it looks beautiful, and you should smell it. It's amazing. Okay, so use your skewer, put it in. Comes out clean. That means the cake is cooked all the way through. So what I'm going to do is allow that to cool a little, and then I'm going to eat it. I did suspect that it might have been a little bit too full, and you can see that the sauce has come out, so you can actually put less filling and less sauce in there. But we'll see how it goes on the eating. And that's why we use a tray. It's not all over the oven. Oh, and I forgot to say, it was 180 degrees for 20 minutes for the small ramekins, and 30 minutes if you're doing a large deep dish one. Alright, I'm going to come back when this is a little bit cooler, put some cream on it, and then we're going to eat. Okie dokie, so here we go. Now you can use cream or ice cream or both, completely up to you. And there we have it. Looks good enough to eat. Thank you for joining me again tonight for our chocolate sauce dessert. And the word for tonight is belly cheer. I do hope that this brings you much belly cheer, and I'll see you next time.